Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My last video got a little out of control, which is a good thing. Somehow it just got into the YouTube algorithm and I have a lot of new subscribers and I hope you guys enjoyed that insanely large bins haul. I appreciate all of the comments and feedback, and especially to you guys who have been around, who stuck it out. An hour-long video is kind of a lot for me, but it seems that you guys like that. Sadly, I wish today's What Sold video was going to be an hour long. It is not. I know in my last What Sold video, I got a lot of comments that, wow, your sales were so great. My sales have been terrible. It caught up with me. I have been putting in the work, but this video is going to be sales the last week of August. Woo! Spoiler, the last 2 days of the month, the 30th and 31st of August, which was just a few days ago, I had this many sales across all 4 of the platforms in which I list. 0 sales. It was brutal, y'all, and we just had Labor Day yesterday, and I shipped out 4 items this morning from Saturday afternoon, Sunday, and Monday sales. So I have joined the club, I suppose, of summer, whatever is happening, catching up. It is September. I know some of you guys are just going back to school. We've been back to school. We get progress reports next week. So it always feels like summer here in Florida, but I don't know, man. I know I'm not alone. I read comments of other videos, but we are gonna go over what did sell, and it's been very recent, so we can see what's selling right now. If you are curious what this is, I just did an unboxing for next week. I ordered from a brand new, it's not brand new to me. I've never ordered before, from a mystery box company. So I splurged a little on this one. So make sure you subscribe if you are interested in mystery boxes. But we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna do it old school because I don't have a lot to share today. I'm gonna drop my listings right here so you can see. I do have a lot of questions asking what I use to do my photos. I do have a 6-foot light box. I spent about $300 on it about 3 years ago. They do sell them on Amazon. I bought mine from B&H Lighting. Prices are probably better these days, but it was 100% worth the investment. And then I do my flat lays just on a regular banquet table that I have a very thin piece of wood on that has wallpaper glued to it. So, all right, we're gonna kick it off on Poshmark with a huge sale, y'all. No, it's not that bad. It's definitely not the least sale. But this zippity zip little kids, they're like swaddles. They look like the letter Z. They have very pointed, they're very recognizable. This one came from Once Upon a Child. I had $2 into it. I do often trade items I get from ThredUp boxes at Once Upon a Child for items that I would rather sell. This one was not listed very long, and it sold for $20 on Poshmark. So my advice, I'm not one of those resellers that's gonna tell you, always pick this up unless it's native shoes for kids, or never pick this up. But I would say if you can get these for $2 or less, they're going to sell for you. To sleep-deprived parents that find something that works for their kids, certain swaddle brands, they look for them. All right, this Matilda Jane Far Out Romper came from the same Once Upon a Child trip. I did pay up at $7 for this one, but 99% of the time when I'm telling you cost of goods from Once Upon a Child, it's trade-in money. So my actual, what I paid out of pocket is typically $0 because I'm taking items that have already been paid for from the boxes. So this sold on eBay for $29. Thank you to one of my viewers. During one of my recent Death Pile Diaries videos, I had a desigual dress, and y'all know usually when I put these videos out, like this video is coming out tonight and I'm filming today. I don't have a stockpile of videos and I don't have a stockpile of listings. Work in progress here. Anyway, I was going to take this to the buy sell trade store, and one of you said, no, this brand is selling, it's having a resurgence. So I took it out of my Play-Doh's little pile. I originally did pick it up at the bins, but it just looked a little too faded for me. I listed it in fair condition and it sold within a day on Mercari for $21. So thank you for that tip. I do try to respond and read all of the comments. So I made $21 because I do not offer free shipping on Mercari. This Wilson's leather backpack was a free to me item. I make sure all my friends and family know what I do, and I ask them to bring me every piece of donation that they plan to take to the thrift store because I'm there so often. Even if I get 2 trash bags full of junk and I find 3 items to list, That's 3 free pieces of inventory, and I don't mind taking the rest when I go. That was what happened here. I got this item from my stepmother, and it sold for $75 on Poshmark. She was just gonna donate it to the thrift store, and it did have a couple flaws. Some of the metal was tarnished, but the person who received it was very excited to get it for back to school. They sent me a message thanking me for accepting their offer. These Disney Parks kitchen sink ice cream bowls. If you go to Beaches, which is at the Beach and Yacht Club, there's a very, very popular ice cream place where you can literally order the kitchen sink. So these were 2 used ice cream bowls that I had nothing into other than if you count when we went and got ice cream. And I sold them for $18. So somebody maybe wanted a little slice of Disney at their home. They don't live in Orlando like I do. So that was a great sale. This REI blue puffer kids jacket also recently came out of one of my bins that has been sitting in my garage. We're working through it, guys. We're working through it. And I decided not to take this one to the buy sell trade store because it had down in it, and it sold almost instantly for $19. Kids jacket, it had dingy on the sleeves, but kids jackets I find sell very well. Nobody wants to pay full price for a kid's jacket they're gonna wear for 1 season. This aloe yoga sweatshirt, another item. This is what keeps me motivated, is a lot of these items that sold last week, I just listed. So it just is positive reassurance, although not a lot of sales. I'm selling new listings. I need to sell old stuff too, but it shows me that I know what is selling. I had $1 into this from a local church sale, and it sold on Mercari for $21. This bundle of Rika sneakers, it was 3 different pairs of sneakers, all the same style. These came for free. Also, my mother-in-law orders a lot from QVC. She also does closet cleanouts once a year, and I get all of her things. She always has nice stuff. I sold 3 pair of sneakers for $52 on eBay. So that was a really great deal for somebody, and I was happy to just have them moving along. Airy offline leggings. These were new with a tag. These were a short length, which I find the shorts and the talls, even petites, sometimes do have better luck for me in certain brands. These came out of my most recent fun box, so I had roughly $3 into them. They sold for $18. This yellow woven purse I have had forever, it feels like, came out of a ThredUp fun box and sold on eBay for $32. So thankfully I cross list, or else this week would have been even worse. I do use List Perfectly, shameless plug. I do have a code down below. I love it. It's easy to use. I'm not very techie, but love it. During editing, I totally forgot to include this little cutie. This Disney Wishables hippopotamus sold literally within 30 minutes of me listing on Mercari for my asking price of $9, and the person was very excited to complete her collection. All right, this Lily Pulitzer yellow striped tunic. This came from a friend of mine who had a bag of like 5 Lily items, asked me to sell them for her, and I give her 50% of the profits. It sold on Poshmark for $17. I did sell it for cheaper because it had a lot of little holes starting. It was linen, I believe, and it had little tiny spots. So for a play condition item, very happy it sold for that. Beach by Matisse sandals. I picked these up from the ThredUp outlet when that used to be a thing. And I know that if you had to buy 20 items to get 40% off, and sometimes I would just search for new with tags items when I was down to the end. I couldn't find anything else. That was the case here. I had $4.83 into them. I have had them since April of 2022. They sold for $12. Thank you. Goodbye. All right, this Matilda Jane dress. I could have held out for more because I've only had this since last summer, and I didn't list it till after fall time. This is the most perfect fall photo dress for little girls. It was a size 12, so right at the tip of where I don't want to buy anything bigger than that. And I paid $11.57 for it at a local traveling kids consignment sale. I didn't actually pay that much, but I averaged my cost of goods. I took a $20 offer. I only made $4.43 after it was all said and done. But look, sometimes I feel like maybe it's in my head, but if I accept an offer just to get some things moving, sometimes it enlivens my closet. So that went on its way. These Clark's black sneakers also came from my mother-in-law when she cleaned out her shoes. like a year ago. And so I had a bunch of shoes of hers to list. So nothing into these. They sold for $10 on Poshmark. These Olakai brown leather wedges, I did pay $6 for these, but it's been since January of this year. They're Olakai, and that's a good brand, but I'm gonna stick with the sandals from them because these just didn't really have much interest. I took a $17, well, I know that means I sent 40% offers, which I was just trying to do anything to get sales. So 17 bucks, I still made a profit. All right, this crew cuts, this surprised me. I don't have very many Kidizen sales these days, but when I do, they're always full price sales. This crew cuts, which is J. Crew's kids line button up, came in a recent thread up 50-pound box. I decided to list it because it was 100% linen, I think. It was a bigger size, just a nice shirt. And it sold for $15.15 over on Kidizen. This Lululemon in light bra, I think I put out the video where I went to a random Goodwill and they were under construction. I only walked out with 2 Lululemon bras. They have now both sold. They both sold in around 2 weeks time and they both sold for pretty good money. I had $8 into this one and it sold for $42. So any of the Lululemon bras that aren't just the strappy sports bras, if they have the zipper or they're like the full coverage, full support, have actual cup sizes, I feel like those tend to do better. This Hannah cheetah sweatshirt also surprised me. I picked this up just last week at Once Upon a Child. Sold the same day I listed it on Poshmark for $9. And I think I had it listed for $9. I think it sold for full asking price because the graphic was starting to crack and I didn't really notice it. So happy to make $5.05. This was a great sale. Thank goodness. We're down to the last 2 already. Quick video, like I said. We have already made it to August the 28th. These aloe pink ballet strap leggings, I believe they were an extra small. I shared this on my Instagram if you follow me over there. They sold for $49 on Poshmark. I believe this was my full asking price. And you know when you get a full price on Posh, I'm checking every hour. Has 3 hours passed yet? So this is a great sale. I did not use a stock photo on the main cover of this, so they looked a mess. You'll see the picture here because I couldn't find a stock photo of the color I had, and I don't like to be misleading. I still added the stock photo of black ones at the end, but anyway. So don't be discouraged to list tiny items because they still sell. Like actually, I just received an order from Poshmark, 3 pairs of size 2 Lululemon leggings for my middle schooler. So people are out there shopping. And this item, I probably could have sold it for more, but I just did my last Death Pile Diaries video where I had the tote full of just random toys. There was a teeny tiny, literally this big Pokemon figure. Here it is. There were some sold comps anywhere from like 10 to 30 to 40 shipped on this little guy. Mine showed a lot of wear and he sold for $21 the same day I listed him, including shipping. So $13.66 profit from an item that I've had for years that was just sitting in a bin. The brand was Tomy, T-O-M-Y, and he was a Pokemon Mega Gengar. So, and I had 2 other people message me asking if I had more, but by the time I saw the message, it had already sold anyway. So, and then on August the 30th and 31st, I had $0 days. 2 no sales days in a row. And I cannot sit here. Today is September the 3rd and it is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So September 1st, 2nd, and I feel like halfway through the 3rd, I have made 4 sales this month and they were not good sales. So here's to hoping that with all this listing I'm doing like last week and this week, it's gonna pay off. Stay the course. I hope your sales are better than mine, truly, especially if you like need your sales to be good. I did meet my August goals though. I think I told you guys, we went through this. My goal is to make enough money for all of my kids' after school activities, ballet, well, all the dances. We take all 5 types. So dance, piano lessons, gymnastics. I mean, just today I had to send $20 in for honor society dues. It's always something, right? I have 3 kids, if you have 1, 3. So last month, my net profit was $1,647, which my goal, where's my sheet? Actually, I think it's right here, is $602 is what I need to make. So I went over my goal by $1,000. So I need to up my goal, but I think just moving into the school year, being how busy I was, like that was a good goal for me to have for August, just getting back into the groove of things. So I can't be sad about my sales. I wish there were more, but don't we all? But I'm a goal achieving kind of girl. So the fact that I hit a goal, now I can increase my goal. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.